Natural vegetation of Telangana state. Objectives. In this chapter, we will be discussing about the forestry in India and Telangana state, type of forest density class, forest products, social forestry, Harithaharam, urban forestry, implementation of Forest Right Act 2006, wildlife. The word forestry is derived from the Latin word force. It means outdoor or outside or land outside the village. It is a village border, uncultivated land or uninhabited land. Forest, a large tract of land cover with naturally grown trees and underbush or a natural area densely covered. The territory that is specified in the Forest Act is known as forest. Forest or renewable natural resource. They contribute substantially to the economic development of the country. So, they are considered as national property. Forests are known as lungs of earth because they purify air that is breathed by the living organisms. Forests are generally known as national flora that is unaffected by humans. Gangetic Plains has 7.5 of the total forest area in India. Social forestry was proposed by National Commission on Agriculture in 1976. Social forestry program was proposed in 5th 5-year plan and it was implemented in 6th 5-year plan. National Forest Policy 1988 is also known as Revised National Forest Policy. According to the National Forest Policy in 1988, the area under forest entry cover in the hills and the mountainous regions was increased to 66%. Forests also help in controlling environmental pollution and also help in continuous timely rains that are economically beneficial. Forests help in beautifying the forest produce and also will regenerate the oxygen along with other nutrients. Forest is a birthplace for several medicinal herbs. In addition, during rainy season, forest protects the soil crust from erosion and degradation. The environmental protection over the past years' experience have resulted in increasing the value of forest that in turn results in human prosperity. On the other hand, deforestation results in increasing the levels of temperature, humidity and carbon dioxide. Geographically, Telangana state located in south central region of India. The state is bordered by Andhra Pradesh on the south and east, Karnataka on the west, Maharashtra on the north and northwest, Chhattisgarh state on the northeast, 1,12,077 square kilometers, of which the area under the forest cover is 26,969.48, constituting 24.69% of land according to 2009 and 2000 report. About 1/3 of the total forest area is present in the 5 districts, that is Mulugu, Bhadradri Kottagudem, Komaram-Bhim, Asifabad, J-Shankar-Bhupalapalli. The 4 districts, that is J-Shankar-Bhupalapalli, Bhadradri Kottagudem, Mulugu and Nagar Karnool together account for more than 50% of the total forest areas. In terms of forest cover, Bhadradri Kottagudem district having highest forest cover, followed by Mulugu, Nagar Karnool and Komaram-Bhim. As per the forest cover of the state occupies 12th place in the terms of forest cover of India. India's per capita forest share is 0.24 hectares, whereas Telangana state per capita average is 0.082 hectares. According to the National Forest Policy reference of 1952, in nations, minimum forest area should not be less than 33%. The vegetation found in the state is largely dry deciduous type with a mixture of teak and the species of genera terminate, and the state forest have got several species of plants and animals. Telangana state has got 2,939 types of plant species, 365 types of bird species, 103 mammal species, 28 reptile species in addition to large number of invertebrate species. important endangered species found in Telangana are tiger, panther, Indian gaur, four-horned antelope, black buck, marsh crocodile, etc. The central forest ecoregions covers much of the state including Hyderabad. The characteristic vegetation is woodlands of 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗂 labinata and 𝗪𝗓𝗪. Over 80% of the original forest cover has been cleared for agriculture, timber harvesting or cattle grazing, but large blocks of forest can be found in Nagarjuna Sagar and Srisailam tiger reserves and elsewhere. In the year 1936, a very popular and prominent scientist by the name Champion has classified the forest into various categories. This classification has been reprinted in the book Present Day India, written by Champion and 6th in the year 1968. As per this book, there are 16 major forests, 221 minor forests, and both categories together are classified into 6 prime categories, out of which 3 types of forest are found in Telangana region. They are moist deciduous forest, dry deciduous forest, short thorn forest. Moist deciduous forest. This type of forest grows when the rainfall is 150 to 200 centimeters. The temperature in these forests will be around 24 to 28 degrees centigrade. The humidity will be 75%. This forest is most importantly found in erstwhile Khammam, Adilabad, Karimnagar and Nizamabad. Dry deciduous forest. This type of forest grows when the rainfall is 75 to 100 centimeters. The temperature in these forests will be around 23 to 29 degrees centigrade and the humidity will be 50 to 60%. These forests are found in erstwhile Adilabad, Warangal, Nizamabad and Karimnagar districts. They are also found in the erstwhile Rangareddy district and Mehboob district. Short thorn trees. Majority of this type of forest is found in some parts of Rangareddy and Vikarabad districts, parts of Nalgonda where there is a river Krishna, in some parts of the Medak districts. Forest density classes. Based on forest canopy density, forests are classified into very dense forest where all lands with tree canopy density of 70% and above, moderately dense forest, all lands with tree canopy density of 40% in more but less than 70%, open forest, all lands with tree canopy density of 10% and more but less than 40%, scrub forest, degraded forest lands with canopy density less than 10%, non-forest, lands not included in any of the above classes. Lands not included in any of the classes. Only 7 districts consist of very dense forest and the remaining 26 districts are without very dense forest areas. Sale of forest produce. During 2000 and 2001, the major and minor forest produce with the total value of 11,366.5 lakhs are generated. Eucalyptus pulpwood is a major forest produce with a value of 6,909 lakhs, believed to have the highest value in the minor forest produce. Few important major forest producers are timber, firewood, eucalyptus, cashew. Tunikaku. The leaf used to roll beedis is available in the forest of Adilabad, Nizamabad, Khammam and Karimnagar. Rusa gaddi. A type of fragment oil is extracted from this leaf and they are found in the forest of Nizamabad. Sandalwood and teak. The valuable forest products like sandalwood, teak, 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗪 found in the forest of Karimnagar, Mehboob, Nizamabad and Khammam. Veduru. This forest product is most widely found in the forest of Adilabad and Khammam districts. This product is used in paper industry and in construction of houses. Mahua. This flower is used in making toddy and is found in the forest of Adilabad, Nizamabad. In addition to the mentioned forest produce, many types of herbal medicines, soap nuts, honey, chemical and many types of fruits, cashew nuts, etc. are also available. Social forestry. Social forests comprise of firewood, fodder, grass and timber. A major program was implemented in order to produce these products. The program started in the 5th 5-year plan. The social forestry program was taken up in the districts like erstwhile Rangareddy, Nalgonda, Medak, Nizamabad under the guidance of central government and the state government. Under this program, mostly planting of firewood was considered. Main objectives of the social forestry are to arrest the ill effects due to deforestation, to plant the right type of trees and obtain adequate wood produce by keeping future in mind, where in forest can be economical assets by growing teak. Pure variety of forest trees are grown in nurseries and then transported to the other places to grow as social forestry for free of cost. Resources are surveyed through few schemes and then faster developed where the grapevine in other such trees are grown. Harithaharam. Telanganaku Harithaharam, a flagship program of the state government, envisages to increase that recover from the state from the present 24% to 33% of the total geographical area of the state. This objective is sought to be achieved by a three-pronged approach of regenerating degraded forest, ensuring more effective protection of the forest against smuggling, encroachment, fire grazing. Intensive soil and moisture conservation measures followed the watershed approach. This program of Harithaharam was introduced by state government on 6th July 2015 in order to grow plant life in entire state and thereby make the state greener state. The Chief Minister Sri 𝗕𝗓𝗺𝗃𝗃 𝗏 had introduced this program in Chilkur village of Moinabad Mandal in Rangareddy district. Targets of the program are 200 crore seedling outside the forest area and 100 crore seedling in the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation in the 4 years from 2015-16 to 2018-19. Plant and develop 100 crore seedlings or saplings inside the notified forest in 4 areas from 2015-16 to 2018-19 in degraded forest, 20 crore, and through regeneration of degraded forest 80 crore. Planting was taken up by various departments, various implementing departments including forest, rural development, irrigation, roads and bridges, Department of Panchayat Raj, Municipal Administration, Excise, GHMC, HMDA, etc. 38.18 crore seedlings have been planted during 2009 for the year 2020 and 29. It is supposed to plant about 68 crore seedling both inside and outside the forest area under Telanganaku Harithaharam program. Sufficient planting stock is being raised in the nurseries by the forest and other departments to meet the target of 68 crore seedlings in 2000 and 2021. Urban forestry. In addition to planting seedlings under Telanganaku Harithaharam, improve the air quality of the citizens living in and around urban areas by developing existing forest blocks within HMDA limits. Care is being taken to protect the boundaries of the forest blocks from anthropogenic disturbances. This is expected to provide not only a wholesome, healthy living environment to the citizens, but also to contribute to growth of the smart, clean, green, sustainable and healthy Hyderabad. The development of the blocks will be undertaken in the mission mode by involving government departments like GHMC, HMDA, tourism, forest industries, compensatory afforestation fund management and planning authority (CAMPA). In compliance with the guidelines on the state compensatory afforestation fund management and planning authority issued by the Government of India, Government established the Telangana State Compensatory Afforestation Fund Management and Planning Authority for the purpose of management of money received from the user agencies towards compensatory afforestation, additional compensatory forestation, penal compensatory afforestation and net present value. Under the Forest Act 1980, in lieu of the divisions of forest land for non-forestry use. The components under the CAMPA are compensatory afforestation, catchment area treatment, integrated wildlife management plan, net present value interest, etc. Implementation of Forest Rights Act 2006. The Government of India enacted the Scheduled Tribe and Other Traditional Forest Dwellers 2008 and the Scheduled Tribes and Other Traditional Forest Value Rulers in 2008. Title certificates were issued to 94,774 individuals involving 3,03,965 acres. Likewise, 721 community titles were also distributed involving 4,54,055 acres in the state of Telangana Telangana State Forest Development Corporation Limited. The main objective is to raise plantation to meet the demand of wood-based industries. The corporation has been raising various species such as eucalyptus and bamboo to meet the pulpwood demand of various paper mills in the state, thus relieving the natural forest from the burden of supplying the raw materials to them. Socio-economic outlook of Telangana 2020 and 21. The total forest area covered in the state is 26,969 square kilometers, which is equal to 24.7% of the total geographical area of the state. 19,626.23 square kilometers of reserve forest, that is 17.2%, 6,953.47 square kilometers of protected forest is about 26%, and 642.3 square kilometers of the last forest, that is 2%. The districts with highest forest area in the state are Mulugu and Bhadradri Kottagudem. The districts with lowest forest area are in the state are Karimnagar and Joglamba Gadwal. Wildlife have been revered as a tradition in the history of our country. The concept of wildlife conservation dates back to the reign of Emperor Ashoka, who has created sanctuaries for wildlife. The adoption of the National Policy for Wildlife Conservation in 1970 and the enactment of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972 have led to the significant national park and biosphere reserves have been notified in India, and their numbers is on a raise every day. The tiger reserve sanctuaries and the national parks cover an area of 5,693 square kilometers or 4.98% of the geographical area of the state and 19.79% of the forest area. Broadly, the state is located on the Deccan Plateau geographical zone. The Deccan Plateau is characterized with open, thorny scrub jungle is dominated by Acacia, Albizia, Hadwickia and allied species. It is interspread with the huge rocky outcrops and grasslands locally called as kanchas. This area supports a variety of rich flower and endangered herbivores like blackbuck, chinkara, chausinga, etc. Due to extensive hunting, the Asiatic cheetah that once thrived here has become extinct. Telangana has rich wildlife sanctuaries which provide scope for ecotourism in wildlife tourism that cover Ali Sagar Deer Park in Nizamabad, Ettu Nagaram Wildlife Sanctuaries in Warangal, Pakal Wildlife Sanctuary in Warangal, Kaval Wildlife Sanctuary in Adilabad, Janaram Wildlife Sanctuary in Adilabad, Pranahita Wildlife Sanctuary in Adilabad, Shivaram Wildlife Sanctuary, Kinnarasani Wildlife Sanctuary, Amrabad Tiger Reserve in Nagar Karnool and Nalgonda, Nagarjun Sagar Srisailam Tiger Reserve, Manchira Bird Sanctuary in Sangareddy, Pocharam Sanctuary in Medak, Shamirpet Deer Park in Rangareddy. The four districts, that is Jaishankar Bhupalapalli, Bhadradri Kottagudem, Mulugu and Nagar Karnool together account for more than 50% of the total forest area. In the terms of forest cover, Bhadradri Kottagudem district is having highest forest cover. The state is also best rode with dense teak forest. Along the banks of the Godavari river from Nizamabad through Adilabad, Karimnagar, Warangal up to Khammam districts. Forest types in Telangana include tropical moist deciduous forest, southern dry deciduous, scrub forest, in north mixed dry deciduous forest. This forest are home for several deciduous species like 𝗪 𝗪, rusa roof, 𝗓𝗏, bamboo in addition to teak. Telangana 𝗪𝗏𝗺, a flagship program of state government, envisages to increase the recover of the state from the present 24% to 33% of the total geographical area of state.